Buy or sell is the name of this game. We're buying ideas, not things, if you will, unless you want to buy me shoes, which is fine. Are you buying that Trevor Bauer will pitch for an AL East team in 2021? He likes to control the message. And on New Year's, he tweeted out that he had a call with the Blue Jays. Are you buying it, Harold?
I'm buying American League, but I'm not saying Blue Jays. I'm still believing that the Angels are the club that has to land him because Mike Trout has to get some people around him. They need the pitching. So American League, yes, and I think the team is the Angels. Matt, what about you?
That's interesting stuff. I'm not buying it or selling it because would he sign in Toronto? Sure, if the package is right. I'm also not discounting the Red Sox in this process. I know there's some big-time payroll commitments in Boston already, Chris Sale, etc. But if ever there was a rotation that needed something, let alone a Cy Young Award winner, it's what's happening in Boston right now. So I'm not discounting the idea, but I don't think I'm going to buy it either. How about that for a hedge?
How about that for skirting the
big time?
I'll take it. And to your point, the Blue Jays basically attached to every single free agent on the market. We've heard of their supposed interest in George Springer. Are there teams outside of Toronto and New York that could land him? George Springer will not be in a Mets or a Blue Jays uniform in 2021. Buy or sell, Maddie?
Oh, man, will not be in a Mets or Blue Jays uniform. Yeah, I'll buy it. Why not? Because I think if the Mets go and spend money elsewhere, if they're the ones that land Trevor Bauer, how much more is there for George Springer? And I get it, the new ownership group has a lot of financial capabilities here, but there have to be other teams in the weeds in the George Springer sweepstakes, other teams with money. The Giants have been talked about in Springer's case. Why not a team like the Cubs? So, yeah, I'm buying that, Lauren.
H?
Okay. I buy that, and I say I can see him in Boston if they let Jackie Bradley go. Springer's a perfect fit, and with that monster out there, he's going to hammer balls off of that or over it. And the Cincinnati Reds, I'm still not convinced they got a center fielder there. They've done a lot of different things, but he would be perfect for the offense that needs to be fixed there. They have all the swing and miss. He's an impact player that can change that offense quickly, and maybe they'll score some runs in the postseason because of him.
I like that. We all understand the fit in Queens, but they have other needs too. I think we can all agree on that. Listen up, West Coast. Padres have closed the gap with the Dodgers in the NL West. Yesterday, I asked you, best three teams in the National, do they reside in the National League? And it was a strong yes. So what do we think? Buying or selling that the Padres have closed the gap in the West? Harold.
Oh, I'm buying that. Yes, they definitely have closed the gap in the West. And I think they're not finished, so that's the scary thing about what the Padres have done. I like what they're doing. I like where they're headed. And Matt, as you always use on the soundboard, they're trending in the right direction.
The right trajectory.
I agree, Harold. I think, yeah, you move, keep doing your thing, man. You're going in the right trajectory. And so are the Padres. I think with one of those guys on the board, they narrow the gap. Have they closed it altogether? Is that division a coin flip? No, the Dodgers are still the incumbent. They're still the 8-time division champ and reigning World Series champ. But the Padres have caught up to a degree. Whether or not it's enough to overtake the Dodgers, we don't know, but it's impossible to see this as anything other than San Diego getting a lot better.
And according to MLB.com's power rankings, Dodgers are 1 and Padres are 2. You're so smart. Coming in at number 6 on that list, the team on the south side of Chicago, talking about the White Sox. The White Sox are the team to beat in the American League right now. Yankees fans turning on going, what? Harold, what do you think?
Wow, that's high praise. Team to beat in the American League. I'm going to say no. I like where they're at, but I still think the title goes through New York. It goes through the American League East. Because of the money they spend, I don't think where they start, they're finished. The White Sox might not finish their spending, but I don't think it goes through Chicago quite yet. I'll end it with that.
I'm going to qualify my answer by saying this, Lauren. If the White Sox had kept James McCann, I'm buying it. It's as simple as that. It's one guy that's going to make a difference. And a lot of people are like, hey, come on, man. It's a good team even without James McCann. Yes, it is. It is a good team without James McCann. But he was really important to them, man. I mean, we don't know what Lucas Giolito is going to look like in 2021 without James McCann. Lucas Giolito's an all-star. He's probably going to be fine. But there's enough uncertainty there for me to sell this idea. I do not say that the White Sox are the, knighted class of the American League yet.
McCann and Giolito both had that revitalization of their career in 2018. That's quite a statement by you. Chime in on this, by the way, on Twitter, hashtag MLBN Hot Stove. Some of the biggest free agent bats waiting on this one. Universal DH. Buy or sell, H?
Do that again, Lorna, because you cut out on me.
Universal DH. Are you buying or are you selling?
I'm buying the Universal DH. I just think with what we've gone through last year, and I believe we're going to go through it again this year, with guys still fighting through this whole COVID season, we're going to need the designated hitter. We're going to have double headers a lot. I don't see pitchers all of a sudden after a year saying, hey, I'm ready to grab a bat. I see a lot of problems with that right now. So I say Universal DH, and after 2 years of it in a row, it's going to be here to stay.
I think Harold's right, and I say with a heavy heart that I buy it as well. I miss watching pitchers hit. I miss that component of the game, but the Universal DH worked, and I think Harold's right, so I buy it. I think it's here to stay. It was fun. That was good. By the way, I also buy the extra innings rule sticking around forever because I love that even more.